Hey guys, Austin here, and I want to go over 5 things that I love and 5 things that I hate about my off-road build. This is a 1980 CJ7 spring over axle conversion. I don't know if you guys can see that. The leaves used to go under the axles. I bought it this way. The guy had already done this. Corbo racing seats with harnesses. One thing I don't like is these harnesses and how he did it, because I don't feel like that's very safe. I'm going to change that very soon. What you shouldn't do is buy these cheap harnesses. They work, but not the best. Alright guys, one thing I do really love is just the pure way this thing looks. It's just badass, and it works. It's got Detroit lockers front and rear. I love that. Demolishes almost everything off-road. Just about any car or any off-road build that you go out there with, they'll either have lockers or open diffs. And the limited slips work good on-road somewhat, and sort of good off-road. The Detroit lockers lock really quick, and in the snow it doesn't do good, but off-road it works good. One thing I really like is the gauges in here and the stereo, because they just look vintage and they work, and it's just cool. I love the shifters they have. It's a Hurst shifter for the transfer case and a B&M for the transmission. I love that they put the nobody can see that, a turbo 350 TH350 in there, so 3-speed works really good. Underneath here, the Chevy 350. I really love that thing. Works really good. But when I got it, I originally bought it for off-road, and it had fast, easy FI fuel injection on there. I don't know if you guys can see that. But I took it off-road on the trail once or twice, and it began having problems. So I had to take it off and put an Edelbrock carb on there, and now she runs great. One thing I do love too is the side pipes. They work really well, and they're just cool looking. Good, you guys can see that. Came with the winch, came with the high lift jack, all these, the bumpers, everything. I like that grill on there. That grill looks really good. One thing I do hate is that spring axle conversion, or spring over axle conversion, because the leafs aren't really the best for off-road. They don't flex as much, and since this engine has quite a bit of power, or torque, I guess, not very much horsepower, but torque, you get a lot of axle wrap, so the whole axle tends to twist, and then that'll try to break your drive shaft. So I don't really like that. Would have liked if they would have went 4-link with coilovers. One day I will take those off and put those on here, mount me some coilovers up in here somewhere. It'd be really nice. You know, not very much rust. I just bedlined the floors. What they had going was just a primed floors, so now it's nice and rough, rubberized coating, a lot stronger, work a lot better. Here's the only amounts of rust really is right there. Not really a big deal. I can fix that if I wanted to. The heat actually still works, so you know, that's kind of nice. You can turn on the heat in the winter and it works. So let me lift up the hood here, see if you guys can see in here. The high lift jack up on there. So when I originally bought it, had fuel injection on here, so it wasn't a carb on here, but now it's got a carb with electronic choke. And then this was all just old original paint kind of like the rest of the engine. You can see here the orange, and it was all peeling off and didn't look good. So I'm in the process of trying to repaint all of that. I don't like this battery here, and it doesn't work, so that's not very great. It's good battery, but not an AGM. One day we'll upgrade it. So yeah, I put this aluminum radiator in here, so it does work pretty good off-road, but could be a little bit better with some coilovers and 4-link in the rear one day. One day she'll get that. So yeah, those are 5 things that I love and 5 things that I hate about the off-road build.